The other thing I want to talk about the 2011 team is what I remember about this. Our first game, our bus rides. We go down, excited to go play West Texas. All of a sudden I get a call from Coach Hughes, a defensive bus. There's no air conditioning. So we keep driving, pull over Trinidad. Said, all right, we're going to go over to the McDonald's there. Sure enough, here comes the rain, so we got everybody on the bus, no air conditioning. I'm going, oh, geez, what are we going to do? You know what we did? We said, hey, spitballs off a battleship. Not going to stop us from accomplishing our goal. We went, walked around, waited for the new bus to come from Colorado Springs, got on it, and then we were so excited to have Coach Ward and Coach Simonton try to eat the 72-ounce steak at the Big Texan. You know what? It was cool being able to see Coach Simon in an hour. You guys rally behind Simon. Remember all chanting in there? Simon. Simon goes, stop it! Stop it! I need concentration. I need to eat. Just leave me alone. Sure enough, I'm glad he finished it because I didn't want to pay that $72 bill. But Wardle's a different story. Wardle threw in the towel early. Guys, don't follow Wardle's example. Follow Stephen. Wow. How about this? I challenge you against West Texas. Guys, hey, keep it in play. Keep the ball in play. You know what? Sure enough, we made enough plays to go win that ball game. That put us on the map. Started the ball rolling. Sure enough, we went out, played another ranked team. You know, we put those red bricks on the wall. Think about this, Jamal. You can come back and say, I was on that team. I remember that game. I scored a touchdown there, son. That's why we do it. So you can come back here, be able to be a part of it, and be excited about Pac football, wherever you are. That's what those bricks are. When you have a chance, when we beat a top 25 team, we put the red brick on the wall. Well, we earned 4 of those this year because we belong in the top 25. Excuse me. We belong in the top 5 of the country. That's where this program's going. Come be a part of it. The other thing I remember about this year is this. First time, I don't know, I believe it's the first time in RMAC history there was a national TV game. A national TV game. We hadn't beat Mines in our first 3 tries. We all had a little challenge. We all talked about beating Mines. We all felt like we owed them. What a better way to do it on national TV. National TV was awesome because we got to be able to show off what I think is one of the greatest cities in the world. Have a chance to live here in Pueblo, Colorado, be around those people, be able to show it off. But I think what you learned that lesson that night was a guy named Pete Lemon. Pete Lemon laid his life on the line for us to be able to do the game we can play. He also taught us a little bit about the national anthem. I hope you guys will always remember that the rest of his life. For you guys that don't know this, but it's down to the American Center of Values that have honored all the Purple Heart medal recipients throughout the United States. It's unbelievable if you want to go see it. I also remember this. Our trip to Nebraska. We had 2 of them. We had Chatham. I don't remember going up there this year as much as I remember your senior, sophomore year. Do you remember that locker room, guys? John Bailey, do you remember that locker room? Kyle McCall, do you remember that locker room? You finally had some confidence. You had some confidence that you could go on the road and do something that another team in the RMAC had not done for 36 games. Gone up there and beat them. But you know what? This year you went up there and you put a validation to who you are and what you stood for. Carney, going up to that trip. Well, bus breaks down again. Our lucky omen. Had to put the whole team on one bus. While Simon went back, stayed at the truck stop and ordered $184 of Snickers, Cokes, and chips for everybody that was staying around. They didn't get there until later. But you know what? That didn't stop the Thunderwolf, the Pack, from playing the game of their life. What I remember about that game was not only the big plays that we had in it, adversity of in the win, but what I remember that was after the game was over, and I was shaking the other coach's hand who didn't want to shake our hand because he couldn't believe he got beat, got embarrassed. I wish they were still in our league. What I saw was a group of people that went over and celebrated with the fans. I saw Dexter Scott actually jump as high as I've ever seen him jump. I saw him running around giving everybody a high five. Go in the locker room. Unbelievable. They had I believe, a program, and the picture in that program was their quarterback, wasn't it? And we all celebrate together that we were able to be University of Nebraska-Kearney. And you know what? It was the last time we were ever going to have a chance to do that. But we did it. We did it. I couldn't be prouder of a bunch of guys. I remember about that game in that locker room. I remember sitting down with Jesse Lewis. I remember about his life story. It made me appreciate you even more, Jess, for what you've done and what you've gone through. It's made me realize how lucky I am, how humble I am, how fortunate I am to be a part of you guys' life. Thank you. Jess, I can never repay you for all you've done. You touched my life. Thank you for overcoming adversity in your life and not using it as an excuse. I appreciate you so much, Jess. I remember this. Western New Mexico. Finish it. Remember finishing it throughout your career, man. Because you can always get up to the finish line, but you can't. If you can't cross the finish line, you're not going to be successful. You're just going to be another guy. Finish it. Well, here comes Western New Mexico. Have a chance to go undefeated. First football team in the history of this university. Well, we did it. We did it. And you did it because you wanted to have this ring. You wanted to be able to show it. This is the ring that you guys went out and earned. This is the ring that you set out that vision when it was just a cactus out there. When it was just an empty field. And you guys bought into not only what your coaches were saying, but you bought into each other, which is the most important thing. And understand this, you have set such a high standard that it's what is expected of being a Pac football player. Last thing I want to leave is this. The 2011 team is done. You guys have done an unbelievable job. The 2012 team, our motto is this: back to back. Back to back. And I told you guys this, told you guys on Tuesday. This 2011 team has set the standard of being an elite program, not only in the state of Colorado, but nationally. This program is going to be an elite program nationally. When you talk about Grand Valley State, you talk about Pittsburgh State, you talk about Northwest Missouri State, in the same sentence you're going to be talking about Colorado State University Club. That's the standard that's set here. So, the 2011 team, with your vision that you saw when the stadium wasn't out there, thank you. Thank you for understanding what it meant to put on that uniform. Thank you for showing these young guys, your ex-teammates now, what it meant to fight through adversity, what it meant to play together, what it meant to have one team, one heartbeat. Thank you. I don't know how I could ever repay you guys. It's absolutely one of the most incredible things I've ever seen in my life, what you guys have done. This 2012 team, you got some big shoes to fill. But at least you know how to do it. You've been shown. Thank you for letting me be your head coach. Thank you for buying into this vision. Thank you to to all the people who touch my life. And it's you players is the reason why I do this. Again, the 2012 team is back-to-back. Elite status is where we're going. But you just can't say it. You got to go prove it and do it. Thank you.